Hey guys, Uncommon Ramen here. Let's take a look at Terraforming Mars Venus Next and see what we get with this expansion. It is a very small expansion, comes in a very small box, but it does add a whole new level of play for the game, I believe. If we take a quick look at the rulebook, we'll see it's only really 2 pages, and all it really is explaining the new board and how you implement this into a normal game. So first and foremost, the most important part here is obviously the new board, because with the new board we have a new global parameter. The important thing about this global parameter is that it is not required to trigger the end game. So while you still need to get the heat, you still need to make sure you're placing all the water, and you still need to make sure the oxygen level is at max. This global parameter is completely optional. It does not matter where it's sitting at the end game, because it has nothing to do with the end game. This global parameter really is just here as kind of a almost limiter to how you play the cards that are added with this expansion. With the board, you also are going to receive a few new cities: Luna Metropolis, Dawn City, Stratopolis, and Maxwell Base. And you also receive a general action that you can take during your turn. It is air scrapping, it's not air scraping. The double P makes it a scrapping, so you are paying 15 mega credits to air scrap. Not exactly sure what that means. I'm assuming it's turning whatever is in the Venusian atmosphere into some sort of scrap that you can use as material. But it is a standard project that you can use in lieu of any other actions that you might be using during your turn. You'll also receive an awards placard and a milestones placard. These are to replace an award and a milestone on whichever board you're using, to allow you to, I guess, to make it more viable to get some of these Venusian cards. So, like for instance, the Venophile is about having the most Venusian tags, and the Hoverlord is about. Actually, I don't really know what the Hoverlord is, to be honest with you, but it does have to do with the expansion, and you cannot get it without having the expansion cards. So it's just an overlay to replace other awards and milestones. I think there's specific ones that you're supposed to overlay, or maybe it's random, not positive. And then, of course, you're going to receive a whole bunch of new cards. The main tag in these cards is going to be the Venusian tag right up there, and a lot of them are going to have something to do with floaters. See, this one requires 5 floaters. This one creates floaters, has the Venusian tag, and that's basically what you're going to receive. There's a whole bunch of new Jovian tags here as well. Some titanium, more microbes as well. There's some pretty cool microbe related cards, and also animal related cards. New ways to generate heat. And these cards are usually dealing with how do you utilize the Venusian surface and the Venusian atmosphere to best maximize the terraforming process, I suppose. I think they add enough cards in here that it should sprinkle in such a way that you should be able to get enough of the Venusian tags for awards like Venifile to be useful, I suppose. And then, of course, they add new corporations that are also pretty much Venus related. Go through those really quickly. And that's what you get with the Venus Next expansion. I think that the addition of the new global parameter and the fact that it is completely optional really, in my opinion, adds to the game. Gives you something else to do on your turn to help maximize the way your corporation plays, especially if you do end up with one of the newer corporations. While they aren't completely Venus-centric, some of them are more leaning towards like Venusian tags or floaters than others, and it just gives you something to kind of a new way to kind of gain points as opposed to what you would normally get, and especially on top of the two other maps, the Elysium and I want to say Helion maps. It just gives you something new to look forward to. This isn't new. This is actually an older expansion. It came out. I don't. When I say older, I don't want it to sound like it's like, you know, not relevant anymore. It was relatively recent, but it's not something that like just came out. We do get to look forward to Terraforming Mars Prelude in August. I believe it's August 18th when it's supposed to launch, which helps to make the startup process a little bit less clunky. Supposedly it's going to help kickstart the beginning of the game to allow for maybe faster games, or just to allow you to get where you need to be as far as your corporation is concerned a little bit quicker. But that's it, guys. That is Venus Next. It does add a new level to the game. It gives you something else to look forward to. It does also add something else that you have to keep track of, but with Terraforming Mars, I feel like it's all very cut and dry, and it's very easy to keep track of everything. I don't think it's something where you would, I guess, lose track of it. In other words, I don't think it complicates the game. So yeah, that is Venus Next. Terraforming Mars Venus Next. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. I am looking for subscriptions all over the place. The more I get, the closer I get to an actual URL. And the more I get, the more it tells me to bring out more content. Yeah, please feel free to comment as well. I always look forward to hearing from you guys. Maybe I got something wrong. Maybe there's something you wanted to add, or you just want to say something. So yeah, until next time, guys. Peace.